Hi everyone, today I'm doing something a little bit different. I thought I would give you a quick video tour of my piano studio. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that last week, in order to watch the MTNA virtual conference for 2022, I had the pleasure of visiting Amy Chaplin of Piano Pantry in Indiana, and Joy Morin of Color in My Piano, and Christina Whitlock of the Beyond Measure podcast, and I all enjoyed Amy's wonderful hospitality and delicious cooking. And it was really fun to see her space for her studio. So I thought it might be fun to give you a little sneak peek into my studio. Amy has the huge privilege of a entirely dedicated studio space in the lower level of her home, which I don't have. And in addition to that, swoon, she has a small room / large closet that is just entirely for office supplies, teaching supplies, books, organization, all of that. So I thought I would show you a little bit of what my studio looks like, even though mine is just part of my regular living space in my house. Now, we are privileged to own this beautiful 1903 American four-square home. I don't know if any old house owners watch my channel, but if you do, you know that old houses are beautiful, and this one is no exception, but they are a labor of love. We were able to buy this house because it needed some upgrades and some cosmetic work, and we really do love it, but it is a big job most of the time. So this is the corner where my piano resides. As you can see, I do get questions about what kind of piano I have. It's a Yamaha C2 that was built in 1999, and we purchased it from Eric Carlson, who runs Artistic Pianos, which is actually about 90 miles north of us, just over the border into Wisconsin. I'll link to Eric's website. He is an RPT who refurbishes pianos and then resells them. I could not be happier with my piano. I love my piano for teaching and practicing. I love it in this space. It's a wonderful instrument. So when students walk in, they come in the front door, which is right there. There's a little coat rack right there, and then a mat on the floor if they have really dirty or wet shoes. I actually am a piano teacher who prefers shoes on, mostly for pedaling. Also because, you know, students coming from sports or something, I don't really want to smell their feet. But sometimes I do have to take them off if it's really bad weather, which we do get in Chicago here quite a bit. All right, what you can't see on all of my YouTube videos is the rest of the room. So I want to show that to you briefly. And my favorite feature of the house is just off camera when I take my normal YouTube video. So I'm going to show you now. It's these beautiful stained glass windows that are in the stairwell. The stairwell, of course, just goes up to the bedrooms, but our windows are 7 feet tall, prairie style windows, and they are just a really unique feature. We also love all the wood in this home, as you can see from that door, which goes just to the kitchen, and then of course the grand staircase, which is here. All right, so if I take you around the corner, you can see what's behind the piano, and that is my other cabinet and my stereo that I just got for Christmas this past winter, which is great for playing accompaniment tracks and other things, recordings. It's Bluetooth, so I can just send recordings from my phone or my computer. And I have some reference books in there, as well as some books that don't stand up well on a shelf, as well as just plain old teaching supplies like stickers, office paper, all those kinds of things. And I do store some things underneath there, including a bin with like little kid materials, rhythm sticks and that kind of thing, as well as my pedal extender goes under there when I don't have a small child here. I thought it might be fun to show you how I organize some of my music. So you've probably seen this cabinet. Sorry, I don't want to drop my phone. You've probably seen this cabinet behind me in my videos. It has some hymnals on the top because my husband is a church musician and owns a huge collection of hymnals. This is just a very small percentage of them. Some reference books. All my Henley is laying down because those do not stand up well. And then on the bottom, you can see that I have these magazine file folders. This is how I prefer to organize my teaching music. I do it by category as well as by composer. I have some different ways of organizing it. I just like the files because they hold music in an upright fashion. Now that's one shelf of those. In a bookshelf upstairs, I have an additional 3 shelves, and now I'm going to show you the rest of the room, and you'll be able to see more music hanging out. Okay, so this is the other side of the room. Again, the front door is over there. Here, let me turn it. Okay, front door is right through there. And then parents or siblings can sit on the couches. I don't have many parents right now who sit in, except for a few for younger students who are observing the lesson to help their child play at home. Most of my students are, late elementary through high school, and so their parents do not attend. But there is ample seating here. And then the French doors over there go to our dining room. And so my family's kitchen and dining experience can be totally closed off from the living room. Now, this is our living room. So we use this as our regular living space. So it does double duty in that way. I don't have a separate dedicated space. And while that would be nice, I do also like having my studio as part of my regular living space in some ways. All right, I think that's everything. Thanks for going on this tour with me. I'll see you around.